Yo, what's up, Freeze Army? Welcome to the second episode of the Items, Weapons and Suits Showcase. And in this episode we'll be covering the SMGs and shotguns for this one. So for the first SMG I'll be covering, it's called the TAC SMG. There's two other variants of this gun as well, I'll be covering those. But for the description of this one, it says it's a modern submachine gun, lightweight with excellent rate of fire and precision. So this is what the SMG looks like in game. If you're wondering where you get this SMG from, you actually unlock it from the very beginning. You don't have to do anything specific for it. But you start off with 100 rounds, 25 in the clip, which is quite nice. Now it says high rate of fire with precision accuracy. And if you burst around it, if you just like tap the trigger, it's a 6-shot kill. It's not very good, but as soon as you start holding the trigger, it's not very high precision at all. The crosshairs spread so far apart. The bullet spread is just too much. I cannot recommend this gun for that reason. It's very weak, very underpowered, and the spread is just too much for me, and I don't find it a very useful weapon, if at all. So if it's not a weapon that I recommend to anybody. So the next one is also called the TAC SMG, but it's the suppressed version. You unlock that in Mastery level 15 in Paris, and it will give you the same description as before, but this time you'll have an increased rate of fire, and you have a suppressor attached to it as well. So this is what it looks in game. It's pretty much the same as the other one, except for it has a suppressor on the end. I don't really like the blue colours to these original weapons that they put into the game that you unlocked as well. They did stop doing that, and they eventually started giving you black guns, but in my opinion it looks a lot better. But that's what it looks like in your aim down sight. So again, you start off with 100 rounds, and same as the other one, it does take 6 bullets to kill. I wasn't sure at the start there, because there is an increased rate of fire, it's a lot more easy to shoot 4 rounds each burst rather than just 3. So that's the added increased rate of fire right there. But another thing that I did find with this particular gun compared to the other one is the range, the drop-off damage point is a lot shorter than it is the other one. And I'll show you it right here. So as I come through the door here, I'm aiming for the head clearly. And even when I burst 3 rounds into that woman's head, it didn't kill her. That's how weak and underpowered these SMGs are, especially the suppressed version of it. So again, it's not a gun that I recommend at all. So finally we've got the TAC SMG Covert, which you get by completing 10 escalations, and it has a couple of perks added to it. So it's got a stability, which is increased weapon stability when firing, which is probably the view kick and the recoil, and it will also give you steady aim as well. If you hold the R2 button slightly, you will get a increased precision, just like the pistol of the Silver Baller. And in my opinion, it's the best looking SMG that we have so far. And again, I can showcase that trigger there. So like I said, you slightly squeeze it and you can close the crosshairs to get a more accurate shot. And as you see there, even when you hold the trigger there, the steady aim is quite good for that. But again, it's a 6-shot kill, but this is by far the best SMG. Even when you burst it or fire constantly, the crosshairs don't spread that much, so you still got a pretty accurate SMG out of all of them. So if you want an SMG, that is the best one to use. So next up we have the shotguns. So we have 3 variants of the same gun, which is the Rampage V, and you have this by default. You don't have to unlock it or anything like that. It's a modern bullpup shotgun, agile and effective from short ranges, fast fire rate and tight spread. So this is what it actually looks like in game, and it's quite bulky, but it is a bullpup shotgun. We have 30 rounds and 10 in the magazine, which is pretty good for a shotgun. And as you can see, it has got a pretty good tight spread for a shotgun. But it can be a hindrance, as you can see here. As I shot there, all the shot went straight through each guard there. So you have to adjust your aim. So you get quite a lot of rounds to start off with the shotgun, which is pretty good. The guards have their own version of a shotgun, but I'm not including those because they're not a part of 47's inventory, so it really is no point reviewing those. But it is a very fun weapon to use, especially at close range. From far range, it's okay. You can still get a 2-shot kill from quite long range, but it is a lot of fun to use. The fire rate is very good as well. As you can see, it's pretty good for range. But look at this for fire rate there. And the center speed is quite good for this rifle as well, for the amount of recoil it gets. Now the second shotgun is the NRHA HV. You unlock that in Mastery level 10 in Bangkok, which is a suppressed version of it. There's not any much difference really compared to this one, compared to the first one I should say, and it has the same name as well, but it's just the suppressed version of it. But this is what the shotgun actually looks like in game with the suppressor on it. The suppressor is quite huge. I don't really like the fact that it's black and the rest of the gun is blue. It kind of makes it look a little bit silly in my opinion, especially since shotguns don't usually have suppressors on it anyway. But you know, that's how it is. But we start off the same amount of rounds, but I've noticed in these testing, as you can see here, I think the damage range and the the damage profile overall has decreased with this suppressed version of the gun. It might be a placebo, but judging from these clips that I'm producing here and the testing that I've been doing with these guns, it seems to be a lot weaker compared to the other shotgun, but purely probably because it's the suppressor and it has to have a downside to it. So I'm guessing that's probably what it is. So it's a trade-off there between either having a suppressed shotgun when no one can hear it, or you know, having a longer range on the shotgun itself. But the fire rate is exactly the same, but the range in my opinion is a little bit decreased, and the accuracy is a little bit decreased as well. But that was the NRHA HV suppressed version. The next up is the NRHA HV again. They didn't really change around with these names, but you unlock this at Mastery level 15 in Sapienza. And it has a couple of perks. It has extra magazines now, so you've got more ammo, and it has an increased rate of fire. So it shoots a lot faster now, and you've got the added ammo, which is a very nice feature. It's just a shame this version isn't suppressed either, but this is what it looks like in game. It has a different stock to the other shotgun. It's the best looking shotgun in the game in my opinion. It's what it looks like when you aim down sight. But yeah, you get 40 rounds now instead of just the 30. And I think the range in this is even more powerful than the other one. As you can see, I shot them from the same ranges there as the suppressed version, and it's a lot better in my opinion, especially the fire rate. I mean, that's just, I just shot him in the leg and the arm there. That's the reason why I didn't kill him in one shot. But it seems to me this is a much better range on it than the other ones. So if you want to go on a massacre with this is the best one to do it in. If you want to do it silently, the suppressed version is the one for you. But as you can see, the fire rate is absolutely insane as well. And the added ammo as well, it makes it a very, very nice weapon to use. Especially during kill 'em alls, that would be the best place to use them. But you can just go all day and have fun with it. Look at the fire rate on this, insane. It has a huge kick though, a huge kick in the recoil there. But then again, that's the trade-off you get for it, for having a higher fire rate. So yeah, that's what pretty much I have to cover in this video. I'll be covering the sniper rifles and assault rifles again next. So that's going to do it for this video. So hopefully you've got more information out of that and you've learnt some things. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to drop a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel for more videos just like this. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.